being able to set up my firm and have basically all of my documents, letters to clients, fee sheets, design sheets, everything just kind of ready in a stack, like ready to go, without honestly having to put that much time into it. My name's Peter Barnett. I'm an attorney in Washington, and I'm licensed in Washington and Oregon State now. I've been licensed in Washington for the last 7 years. Oregon, I just got licensed this last April, and I've just gone into estate planning last November. So I knew I wanted to transition eventually out of litigation, and I had done a little bit of estate planning work, some basic wills and healthcare directives and power of attorneys for some friends previously. And I believe that the future of the practice in general is moving towards flat fees, and so it's a natural sort of transition there. And I was looking for something for more transactional that I could do virtually from home. I'm just me, one income, so I'm bootstrapping everything. One of the things that most lawyers suffer from is we're fairly intelligent, so we kind of get stuck in like analysis paralysis where we want everything to be perfect. And so it was, there was 50 things she may have given us, but she said, okay, if you need to get started today, get these 7 things done first, right? And then she would have resources and examples and things like that. And the thing that I've appreciated most, I think, is actually even after the fact, now that I'm, looking back, as the first class, she's added more and more with each group. And so I've been grandfathered into all the new resources over time. And then on top of that, with the Facebook group, there's questions that pop up. She'll throw out another document for someone as an example. I'll just download it right away. Or I've even messaged her previously like, hey, I ran into this issue. Do you have a sample? What do you do with this? And she'll respond back within a day easily. So she's just been very generous with her time and her resources. And I think that that's been, huge. Everything gets shortcutted, right? Instead of me having to completely draft a new letter to clients, I can tweak a letter, right? If instead of needing to create a whole new lead magnet, I can structure it around something that she did similarly. It definitely sort of streamlines things and shortcuts things. And one of the things that I found most valuable was Laura got permission from a couple clients to record some of her sessions, whether it was a client meeting initially or a design meeting. And so you get to see firsthand how she actually goes through the process. We have like referrals to other states. I was thinking, there might be some other people in Washington that I can reach out to who are more senior than me. But actually what happened was I was one of the only people in Washington. I think there might be one other lawyer in the group from Washington. And so now what I'm kind of getting is that, if there's any referrals to the state, it's going to be me or that other attorney. Investment's definitely worth it. I mean, especially considering like resources like she's provided people she uses for drafting and funding trusts and her resources on top of it, not just what we would do in our own firm, but like who we might contract out to, who we might talk to about, getting help in other ways. I think the relationship was super valuable, like the fact that we now have a rapport and a relationship and know each other. Yes, I would recommend it, absolutely. It's pretty darn comprehensive. She really has thought of most things, and I think what I appreciate about it is that it was a living program, right? So as people came up with questions or had other things they wanted to know about, she would go and add a module to the course. She would go and add documents to the course. It wasn't like, hey, I spent, whatever it was, 50 hours making this course, I've said it, forget it, it's done. This was, hey, I'm going to keep adding value to the course all the time. And there's, just a general industry trend of lawyers burning out in general, right? So I think the earlier you can kind of manage your time and figure out, how to still make a living doing it is valuable.